Where? Right here. I've got the buy you some stuff.
Little thrift shop.
Little thrift shop downtown Sunset, Louisiana. Miss Marvel Guidry. We were standing in front of it right there when we took that picture. I don't have a picture of Marvel and her assistant, Miss Betsy. Miss Betsy is not that picture yet. We're not finished with that because while we're talking to buy you some stuff, I picked up some pictures.
Welcome back, KSLO.
And one of the pictures, of course, is four famous musicians, real famous musicians. Sitting down is none other than Mr. Elvis Presley. And standing from the left is a young Jerry Lee Lewis, Carl Perkins with the guitar in the center. And next to him is Mr. Johnny Cash, way up on the right
standing. The $1 Million Quartet is what they used to call themselves when they were together.
Is that right?
How you like
Just
that?
wonderful. And this is the kind of items you can pick up at Bayou Some Stuff in downtown Sunset, Louisiana.
There you go.
And they have several, by the way. Vince Nicholson has a little shop there.
Right.
And then we have a picture of another shop.
The Rail Stop.
The Rail Stop, and that is Jerry and Karen DiMaggio's business. And there was several cars there. And this was at noontime, whatever day it was, Thursday or Friday. Thursday, I guess it was.
Now, these are some of your pictures from Baton Rouge?
Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And on the left is Jay Cridaire, who is the manager of the Evangeline Downs Training Center. That's the old Evangeline Downs race course. And is police juror in Acadia Parish. I've met him several times lately. He rode with us to this Commerce Committee meeting. In the center is former Senator Arthur Morrell, and of course Arthur is a member of our HBPA board, and that's what we were before the Commerce Committee Friday morning, and that is Senator, newly elected Senator Gallo from Ruston, Louisiana. He was formerly on the in the House of Representatives, and he was the man who designed the redistricting of the state of Louisiana. A very respectable representative. And this young lady in the front is Miss Kelly Williams, and she's with the Tatman Group. I says, the Tatman Group, any kin to Jim Tatman? And she said, David talks about his uncle Jim Tatman all the time. So Jim, good morning to you. And good morning to you, Miss Kelly. And here is our neighboring, well, two neighboring gentlemen here. Paige Cortez standing with the suit coat and he on the left. And Harry Benoit is showing him a real fine point. Harry Benoit is one of HBPA's lobbyist, and of course he hails from the St. Martin Parish area. And on the left again is Harry Benoit. In the middle is Jim Nickel with the Nickel Corson Lobbyist Group. And on the right is the infamous Ace Lodge hunting, which he used to have, and I'm talking about Mr. Hammy Patin, lives with his lovely wife, Miss Judy, in Cow Island, and he's from, of course, and boxed on the Lafayette High School boxing team.
You can't know anything about Louisiana, South Louisiana politics without knowing about Hammy Patin.
Without knowing Hammy Patin.
That's correct. There
and you said that, who does the gentleman on, Dr.?
He's got that Colonel Sanders beard going.
Yeah, he's one of our vets that came to testify, didn't have to use him. And then, of course, Arthur Hammy, and on the right is Ed Fanassi. And, of course, I get
very well read gentleman who sends you articles to, when y'all are describing something or discussing something here, he's usually hunting down something going on in neighboring
states. He's our
lead
man over at the HPBA office in New Orleans. Does a wonderful job. Good morning, Ed. I'm sure he's watching. And this young lady is
that's Miss Rena.
Miss Rena Latoul, Ryan Latoule's young wife. And she is, I said what her title was. She's hostess. At Blackberry.
Good morning, Miss Rena.
Evangeline Downs, and Vicky on the right.
Her daughter and son are good friends with my daughter.
There you go. So. And this young lady is Natasha Trahan. She's a mixologist at Blackberries. And
oh, so you got a chance to go to Port Barre?
I got a chance to go to Port Barre. That was Sunday after Mass. And of course, Kathy Andrus in the middle.
Used to work with us in Opelousas.
In Opelousas here. And Father Godwin with St. Mary's Catholic Church. I have ordered my check to buy one whole set of windows. And it did a beautiful job. I might want to compliment the congregation there. We were well received. I knew a lot of the parishioners there. In fact, Coach Fontenot, Butch Fontenot, and his brother-in-law, Charles Ned, were two of them that came up to me right after Mass and said hello.
Well, we got some more. Why don't we knock out all the pictures while we're at it? We got this picture over at Cajun Harley-Davidson where they're raffling off a motorcycle with UL Cajun stuff on it. You can see the gas.
Cajun, yeah.
I think it's the gas tank, not the gas tank, but one of the side compartments is painted like a football and everything, and that's Coach Hud in the background. They're having a raffle.
Fundraiser. You remember they had a big fundraiser, chili cook-off.
Got that from our friend Larry. Thank you, Larry, for sending that to us.
Larry from New Iberia. Thanks a bunch, buddy.
And I got this.
And by the way, he went over to Cafe Envie and he
tried the pig wings?
And he tried the pig wings and he said they're better than what I'm telling y'all. So y'all go try it out. Cafe Envie, and that's on what's the big road there when you
Kali Saloon.
Kali Saloon.
Got it. This picture came from Washington, D.C. That's the whole group from Opelousas Catholic that went to the Walk for Life over in Washington this week with Father Brady up and amongst them. This past Saturday at Queen of Angels, I saw Mr. Muff Gary talked about his birthday. Happy birthday, Mr. Muff. And he was number 57 on the EIC football team, he told me. But they had a nice talk that day for the Walk for Life. That was Monsignor Derwent on his birthday. So I got a picture of you, Monsignor, on your birthday. John Miller, of course, he and his wife, Jerry, who have headed up the Walk for Life for 25 years. Father Brady spoke, a nice big crowd. Miss Jerry got a nice plaque. Oh, and I want to show, I saw, you know, it's a whole group of people, different backgrounds, different churches. Even Pastor Dean Rydbeck from Hope Presbyterian was there. I saw him for a minute. The ladies with the Catholic daughters from all the different churches here in town were there. Miss Yvonne Norman and the whole crew, and the whole big group marching. And, you know, Chief Perry Gallo's got those guys on the motorcycles. You always wonder, you know, what do you need motorcycles for this type of event? So good to cut in and out the traffic, keep everybody in line, not have to burn a whole bunch of fuel to do it. And the Catholic daughters gave out sweets and refreshments after. So I want to thank everybody. And my buddy, Miss Pap Roy. Well, my little computer's slow showing the pictures today, isn't it, Mark? What's the deal? Where's my picture? Ah! You got my picture? Do I have my picture? There we are, Miss Pap Roy. Good morning, Miss Pap Roy. Good to see you.
Yeah, we better show her.
I got to show her.
Very active.
Back to me for some sponsors, because I got a bunch of sponsors I got to get to, because we talked a lot in the first half. Let's go with Washington State Bank. All your banking needs with its personal, commercial type loans. They've got that for you to improve your house, to get a new car, to buy a new house. If you're trying to expand your business, maybe you're starting a new business, you want to go talk to somebody, Washington State Bank is your place. They got 24/7 banking. That means that anytime you can access your computer, you can access all your funds, transfer your money, pay your bills, figure out what your note can be, because they've got loan calculators online as well for you to figure out what your note might be if you're thinking of borrowing.
And I want the next one. I want to talk about you talking about banking.
Yeah.
And internet banking and all. I want to talk to you about, I had lunch. In fact, he paid for the lunch, Dan Burkhalter.
No kidding.
That's right. Dan and Bobby Duyon and I had lunch. And Dan works part-time with our local district attorney office, Earl Taylor. And Dan's role over there is protecting yourself against identity theft.
Right.
That is becoming one of the fastest growing crimes. They call you because you can do all this banking online, but don't let somebody call you and start asking you your date of birth, and they start off like they know you real well.
I'm
like
with your bank, I'm with your credit card company. I need to verify some things.
You need to verify, and they start asking you your social security number, your date of birth, your mailing address. Is this the mailing address you're presently using on this account here, or do you have another address that you also use? All these personal questions. Your local bank, your Visa card, your MasterCard, they're not going to call you for this kind of information. Don't give it out. They may get upset with you on the phone. Don't pay attention to it. Just hang up real
That's
quietly.
part of the gimmick. They try to get you to give them the info to steal.
That's correct. They try to promote themselves in a way to where they win your confidence, and then when you don't want to give it, then they want to make you feel bad and give it to them. So Dan, keep these bulletins around, pass it around. If you all have a club meeting or something and you want somebody that can talk and will talk and likes to talk, it's Mr. Dan Burkhalter. Dan was with our companies for years, so I'm talking about a man I know well.
Good friend.
And Earl, very, very good program, and it's something that particularly we seniors, that they really target the senior market because they know we have some little accounts
you
here
put a
and
little money aside.
That's
right.
been saving. That's correct.
There you go. At least I think you have. 75 years. If you put $1 away a year, you're doing okay.
Yeah, I did pretty good. I'm going to talk. I heard, just a little bit about saving.
Go ahead.
Got a minute, and that's all. A minute and a half. Saving is systematic. Mm-hmm. Each paycheck. Take $10, $20, whatever you can afford, and don't miss a paycheck. Say, well, I'm going to miss, but I'm going to put 20 next time. That's kind of like people call us and tell us they can't pay their monthly
can't pay
note.
This month, I'll pay twice
I'm going to pay twice. Can't pay one this month. It's going to be hard to make two later, and that's your house payments, car payments, everything. Now, the systematic adds up. It's going to be slow at first. Then you're going to start seeing it. You've got your first 1,000 saved, and then you've got your second 1,000. And don't start buying things with that. Keep adding into that pile there for that real big emergency that hopefully never comes. That'll be there growing. Interest rates are low right now. They're very low, but they also give you security for your money. It's insured. It's protected. So we're not paying for that service yet, and that's another story. Eventually we may have to pay. But at the present time, you wonder how I saved. I started off saving systematically.
Because when you save, you're paying yourself.
That's correct.
Paying a bill for you to yourself.
That is correct. And God's been real good to me, but only because I systematically saved. Mm-hmm. Now I can do things like going to the church and giving them a little money, give some money to the retreat house or whatever, to the scholarships and the Santa breakfast.
Correct, a cerebral palsy clinic. We got to go to break. We'll see you folks on the other side of 3 on our birthday special.